right, late in the show yesterday, we were given an Associated Press story concerning Attorney General Jerry Brown, candidate for governor in case you didn't know, and the death penalty. Supposedly, the report said he had a change of heart on capital punishment. Well, let's talk about that for a moment. As you know, Jerry Brown has been a long-time opponent of the death penalty, but his handlers are now saying that since he became Attorney General in 2006, he said that as the top law official in the state of California, he would uphold the law, which is the death penalty. And apparently has, according to his spokespeople, been involved on arguments to uphold California's death penalty, which was put on hold in 2006 by this U.S. District Court Judge Jeremy Fogel because of our methods and I guess what he considered to be our disgusting death chamber, which was redone, and we're going to talk about that in a moment.
Yeah, now we
paid for it. It's
beautiful. Have a healthy, clean, germ-free death chamber.
Nearly $1 million remodel.
You believe that? This obsession with...
Just take him out back and shoot him, damn it.
Yes! Why can't we just shoot him in the head? We're worried about whether it's dirty, whether it's dank.
Just drag them out like they do in Saudi Arabia and chop their heads off and...
Watch the head roll down the street.
Hang up what's left of the body, right, in the square? Isn't that what they do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you do. You put a rope around...
were you on board for that, Terry Ray?
Well, once you've decided you're going to kill them, why would you hold them for 30 years? Just kill them. Or decide you're not going to kill them.
It is,
but this endless legal debate over how we're going to kill them, whether they're going to feel pain while we're killing them. There isn't a single freaking sane human being who cares whether a death row inmate is going to feel pain moments before they die in the death chamber.
Well,
nobody cares.
The ultimate thing you can do on this planet, whether it's good or evil, is to take another person's life. Clearly, those of us who favor the death penalty think that it's good to do that. However, others don't want you to take anyone's life under any circumstance, and they will come up with whatever reasons they have to.
They're crazy.
Which is why we've had this drawn-out process in this state for over 30, 40 years.
Look, there's 6 billion people on the planet, all right? And everybody agrees that's too many. And,
show of hands? I agree.
I think it's obvious.
Let's take a vote.
When you're on the 101, aren't you sitting there thinking, you know what, there's too many people here?
Yeah, but go to the middle of the country.
And you can't value
Nebraska's got room. Kansas.
I would love to have, like, reduced production.
Oh.
You know, there are too many people. There's certainly too many people here. And do I actually care if they all live or die, especially the bad ones? No, I don't.
Oh, all right.
So overpopulation is a good excuse for execution, is your point.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Yes.
Meaning we'll just kill people for being here. Not for...
Well, yeah. Some days in traffic or in the grocery line,
Heil Hitler.
This whole idea that we're all special and important and worthy. No, we're not.
No, I don't fall for that.
I mean, most people are worthless and useless.
I've been in the hallways of KFI.
Sure, exactly. Just go down the hallway. Tell me if the guy down the hall to the right there, if he disappeared tomorrow, would you care? Would you even notice? No. I wouldn't notice. I wouldn't care. I don't know the guy's name. I don't know what he does here.
Than trying to get on the elevators here at exactly 12 noon when the lunch mob is flying off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stampeding. And the new twist is they're all looking at their screens as they're stampeding.
Oh, right. They're text messages.
Yeah. One day they're all going to trip over each other and kill each other.
And then if you're going the other way, they won't let you get out of the elevator.
No, because
you know what I'm saying? They're standing right in front of the door, and it opens, and you're like, "Can I come out first?"
No. Hey, we have the misfortune of coming to work when everyone's doing their lunchtime romp.
Man. Yeah, and they're staring at their screens, and that's why they don't see you trying to get into the elevator.
Well,
yeah, so, I mean, all this hand-wringing, and for God's sakes, Jerry Brown, when he was 20 years old, and he was a seminarian, he's arguing with his dad. His dad was governor in the late 50s, Pat Brown, and Pat Brown, they wanted to put to death some murderer named Carol Chessman, who was a man, and Brown is pleading with his dad, don't kill him.
He was with the Jesuits.
Don't kill him. Yes, he was the Jesuit. God knows what he saw in that seminary or what he was a part of. But so he's pleading with his dad, no death penalty, vetoes a death penalty bill in 1977, then unleashes Rose Byrd on California in the 1980s. And Rose Byrd overturned 61 death penalty cases to the point where she was recalled as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Now, 6 weeks, he's in a dead heat election. It's like, I'm going to be using the power of my office to make sure that people are properly executed. It's like, get out of here, you big phony. Jeez. I mean, I can't swallow everything, and I'm not swallowing this one.
They By the way, though, just for the record, and one listener pointed this out, Carol Chessman was a criminal with a long record, John, but he was not a murderer. He apparently robbed and raped young women, and he was eventually convicted on 17 counts of robbery, kidnapping, and rape, and condemned to death in July of 48.
But those are the good old days. You didn't have to kill somebody to get the death penalty?
No. One case alleged he dragged a 17-year-old girl a short distance from her car, demanding oral sex from her. Despite the short distance the woman was moved, the court considered it sufficient to qualify as kidnapping, which made him eligible for the death penalty, which may have been one of the reasons the listener was arguing that Jerry Brown was against it. He was not a murderer. It was just at the time, a crime like that would make you eligible for death row.
But he was against murderers being killed, being executed, because he...
Oh, definitely. Well, look at Rose Byrd.
Between Rose Byrd and his 1977 veto...
No, and he's saying that now. He is still personally opposed to the death penalty, but claiming that in his time as Attorney General, he has sought to uphold the law of California, which is to proceed with the death penalty. And he now says, according to one of his spokesholes, that we have upgraded the protocols to carry out lethal injection. It will not cause condemned prisoners to suffer cruel and unusual punishment. So the way I'm reading this, John, he's on for this execution that could happen on September 29th.
He when he had that radio...
You know some court's going to stop it, though.
Well, of course, yeah. Well,
if it isn't the federal judge himself that stopped things 4.5 years ago, somebody else will step in.
When he hosted that radio show in Berkeley, he called lethal injection barbarism. That was his quote. But when you're running for election, I remember, do you remember Bill Clinton? Bill Clinton flew back to Arkansas in the middle of his first presidential campaign to kill a retarded guy. You remember that?
I do remember.
And people were aghast. I thought, oh my God, he's left his campaign to kill a retarded man? Well, they did. That's what he did. And he probably got more votes for it.
All right, when we come back,